Hello everyone, my name is Anita, I'm a native Russian speaker and I teach Russian to foreigners. And today I would like to discuss with you some idioms connected with the time in Russian, so with an understanding of the time. Because I guess in each country the understanding of time is different. For example, now I'm in Cape Town in South Africa and recently I got a problem with the keys of the gate, so I could not exit the house, and I wrote to the host and she said that she will come just now. And for me, just now is like in 15 minutes, like maximally. But I understood and I knew it in fact, but I forgot that here just now is just from 30 minutes to a couple of hours. And if you want to say like in 15 minutes, it's now. So, for example, in Spanish, there is like an expression, like not expression, but they usually say like tranquila mañana. So like calm down, like we will decide everything, discuss tomorrow. And this tomorrow is sometimes never. So I also want to discuss the understanding of the time in Russian. So first I would like to discuss with you just general understanding of time in Russian and then some time expressions, some time idioms. So in general, we are trying to be in time everywhere. So like if it's just I'm coming just now or soon, skoro, usually it means like soon. Of course, you should ask beforehand, but usually it's not like this, like just now, сейчас, it's not like a couple of hours. But sometimes when, for example, we are organizing parties, it's better to come like 1 hour later. No, something like this. So when, for example, someone is inviting you to their house and there is some big party, usually everyone is in a rush. So if the party starts at 8, for example, it's okay if you come at 8:30, 9 and later. First of all, everyone understands that like we have some work, I don't know, family, kids and so on and so forth. And like probably the host wouldn't be ready at this time, so it's okay to come a little bit later. Of course, it's like if it's big party, if it's just for you too, no, it's not okay. But if it's just general meeting somewhere, not like at somebody's house, it's okay to be in time and also to be like 5 minutes late, so no one will complain, I guess. But 10 minutes, 15 or more, no, like the person can say like I won't wait for you so long. So I know like in Germany it's not all right to be even 5 minutes late. Okay, it depends on the person, but on the other hand, like in Latin America it's all right to be later than like 20 minutes, for example, and no one will complain, everyone understands. So here is just general rule in Russia. And now let's discuss some time expressions. So we have at least 2 expressions. I guess we have like 5 or more, but I will discuss 2 popular ones with the same meaning. So the meaning is that like there is like very little possibility that something will happen. So just like mañana, tomorrow, in Spanish, we have something similar, but it's more obvious that it means like never. So the first expression is после дождичка в четверг. So после is after, дождичка is from дождь is rain, so and дождичек is just diminutive suffix here, so after the light rain on Thursday, в четверг. So there is like a little probability that the rain will be on Thursday. Not very obvious expression, but yeah, so it means that probably never. So for example, someone promises you to do something, but you know that this person will never do this. And like you can say like, oh, I understand, like he will do it like после дождичка в четверг. And also another expression with the same meaning is когда рак на горе свистнет. So когда is when, рак is like crayfish, and на горе, on the mountain, свистнет, whistles. So there is like very little probability that the crayfish will whistle on the mountain. So here it's more obvious that it means never, right? And one more interesting thing about Russian language, that whistling is prohibited inside the house. Maybe you know. So I know that many foreigners like to whistle when they're inside or outside, but we have superstition. So if you whistle inside the building, you will have no money. So think about it. If you whistle inside, so don't be surprised that you have no money. Another time expression, which is not connected with the previous ones, but which is connected with the time, is поспешишь, людей насмешишь. So поспешишь is from the verb поспешить, or just спешить if it's imperfective, and спешить is to rush, to hurry, людей насмешишь. So насмешить, смешить is just to make laugh. So if you hurry, you will make people laugh. So in fact, it's quite popular in Russian. It's quite common that people are rushing. I also rushing all the time, and like with age, I'm trying to be more calm and so on and so forth. But yes, I have it. Like I'm always in a hurry, and if I speak with a person who also rushes, I'm trying to rush even more. So I'm trying to control it. In fact, with age, more and more, and I'm trying to be more calm and tranquila. So if you know some equivalents in other languages, please let me know. I guess in English also there is one, but for example, I asked some Italian and Spanish guys, and they told me that they don't have such expression. Probably that they do not rush. They have another problem, opposite one. And the last time expression that I want to discuss with you is всему свое время. So there is time for everything. Свое время, so like everything has its own time to everything. Всему, it's dative case, so it's just the target, and its own time, свое время. So here also, I think there are two meanings. The first is more concrete, more specific, also about rushing. So sometimes people just want to rush and have something right now, but if they won't rush and then they think, then they will receive something that they want. And the second meaning is more philosophical and abstract one. So, for example, you want now to have a family, to have a proper work, but you're just not ready for it. So just God is not ready to give it to you. Probably it's not the right time. Or if you don't believe in God, just, I don't know, probably you believe in yourself or believe in some circumstances. So the life is not like this, that it should be with you right now. You will have it in the future, probably, when you will be ready. So I guess I mentioned all the time expressions that are quite common ones. If you know some other time expressions, or if you have some questions regarding the understanding of the time in Russian, please let me know in the comments. I hope this video was useful for you, and it was Anita with you. If you don't want to miss my next videos, you can subscribe, because I publish them almost every day, and you can find many interesting stuff, not only about the grammar and idioms, but also there are Russian podcasts, Russian phonetic lessons, and so on and so forth. So thank you very much again. Пока-пока. Bye-bye.